Hi friends, my name is Tracy.bish. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia and I'm joining my global monthly video hop friends again this month for July. Our theme for this month is our favourite suite. Now I'm super excited to share with you my project. So just quickly, my suite changes daily, but for this video I chose the Lily Pond Lane suite. It's in the annual catalogue, go and check it out. This is our project that we're going to be creating. So let's pop on over and get started. Okay friends, this box measures 4 3/4 by 2 1/8 by 5/8 of an inch. And it actually holds a giant Freddo frog inside. Spoiler alert here, when I was putting this sample box together, I was actually watching Bridgerton and I put it in the wrong way. So when I was putting the box together, I didn't pay attention to how it opened and I put all the decorations up the wrong way. Anyway, all good. I'll show you how not to do that for this one. So my favourite suite in the catalogue is the Lily Pond Lane. You can find it on page 44-45. I say it's my favourite suite. I think I change it each week though. So we have the charming Duck Pond bundle as well as the beautiful Lily Pond Lane DSP. It's 6x6, beautiful colours. I love this suite for the colours. But the DSP can create great scenes. You can die cut from the paper. So there's lots and lots of great things you can do just with this DSP. The coordinating colours are Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, Balmy Blue, Pretty Peacock, Granny Apple Green and Grey Granite. And honestly, I cannot tell you how beautiful this DSP is. And this suite is an absolute stunner as well. And I'll be very surprised if someone from the Global Monthly Video Hop, one of my friends, doesn't choose this as well. I'm sure there'll be more than just one of us. So I've used this Lily Pond DSP here. I've also got the stylish shapes, dies, and my inks are Pretty in Pink and Pretty Peacock. Okay, I'm also using Memento ink as well. I've got Pretty in Pink cardstock, basic white thick cardstock, and Pretty Peacock cardstock. A lot of pretty in this. Pretty Peacock and Pretty in Pink. Oh my goodness, it's going to really make me think of my words as I'm going. Okay, to start the box off, that's a piece of A4 Pretty in Pink. I'm going to cut it down to 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. And that's what we need for our box. Okay, so for the measurements of doing our scoring, we're going to score at 5/8 of an inch, 2 5/8 of an inch, 3 1/4 of an inch, and 5 1/4 of an inch. So that's on one side. We're going to turn it to the next side, so just turning at 90 degrees. And we're going to score at 5/8 of an inch and 5 1/4 inches. And that's going to be the sides of the box. And you're going to make sure that once you've got all these scored, you want to burnish and use your bone folder to make sure that that's burnished very well. Also for that DSP, we need a piece that's going to measure 4 1/2 by 1 7/8. So we're really using very little of this beautiful DSP. But, or you could make quite a few of these boxes maybe. Completely up to you. So 4 1/2 by 1 7/8. And we have our top of our box. Finished with our paper trimmer now. Let's bring in our Pretty in Pink cardstock that we have scored all our score lines. I'm going to fold and burnish all those score lines. Now, by using your bone folder, it's going to make the box come together so much easier. So I highly recommend getting a bone folder and making sure that you make those nice and crisp. Okay, so we have our 5/8 of an inch score line to the bottom there. I'm just going to cut up each of those score lines. And those little squares, they're our tabs. So we want to miter cut on each of those sides. So doing the same with the other side, cutting up each of our score lines. All the little squares are our tabs. So we're going to miter cut on each side for those. And this just helps the box to fold in a little bit easier. Now, because we want to also decorate the box a little bit, so that the front flap of the lid, we're going to stamp some little lily pads all the way around in Pretty in Pink ink. I tell you what, I'm going to struggle with this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pick one of the sides, and we're just going to go all the way around, making sure that that lily pad would be up the right way. So by turning your cardstock, you're going to make sure that it's up the right way. So this is our lid, this top piece. So it fits nicely all the way around and gives it a really nice detail. Although that looks actually really dark, once the ink dries, it actually becomes a little bit lighter. So then I've also got that sentiment, hello friend. We're going to stamp that in the Pretty in Pink onto the basic white thick cardstock. I'm going to bring in my Memento Tuxedo black ink and stamp my little frog. Obviously we're using the frog because we've got a Freddo frog inside the little treat holder. So I wanted to use the lilies and the lily ponds and the little frog from this set. Okay, so we're also going to bring in our Pretty Peacock ink, and we're going to stamp over the top of our little frog. And that gives us that little bit of extra detail. I then try and work out, well, what's going to work best. I do a few different ways, whether I want to stamp the main image in the Pretty Peacock or not. I eventually go with Memento Tuxedo black ink for the outline, the Pretty Peacock for the colouring of the frog, and then I'm using my blender brush just to add a little bit of colour to his belly part. And then I've got my Pretty in Pink stamping blends to colour in the pink lily pad. Obviously lily pads are not pink, but I didn't want more green. I wanted to do something a little bit different. Or maybe I could have coloured the frog in pink as well. We're using our third largest Stitch Stylish Shape circle die to cut out our sentiment, and then I'm also going to grab that little frog die cut as well. And then in the Pretty in Pink cardstock, I'm going to do a couple of, we actually need 4 lily flowers, and in Pretty Peacock I'm using the die cut that actually cuts out 3 lily pads. So we're just going to quickly add these through the mini die cut machine, and we'll be right to get moving. I want to make sure that that circle sort of the sentiments on the left hand side, and we're going to have plenty of room to be adding the flowers, the lily flowers, as well as the pads and the little frog as well. So this is a video hop. In the description of this video you'll see everyone else's videos, so please go and check those out. We're all sharing our favourite suite from the annual catalogue, so it'll be interesting to see what everyone chooses. Like you can see for mine, it's the Lily Pond Lane. That's this week. I don't know, I've got quite a few favourites. I'm not going to lie, but I really wanted to play with this one. Okay, so we're just doing a last of our few die cuts, and then we can start creating our little treat box. Now, if you're enjoying today's video, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up, left me a comment, and you can even share this video. Tell your friends and family to come and join the Global Monthly Video Hop each month. There's lots and lots of great projects that we create each month. So I've just got my tear and tape here. I'm adding it to my little tabs, and this is going to help the box go together. You could use liquid glue, whatever your adhesive of choice is. Okay, so what we want to do is for the base of our box, we are going to adhere the sides together. So I'm just taking off the bottom 4 adhesive backings, and I'm just adhering the sides together. The base of the box is going to have the 4 sides, so you want to make sure that you're adding all 4 to the bottom. And then for the top, that's going to, you just adhering the sides in, and that's going to go over the top of the base of the box. So it's like a flip top box. Very, very simple. And then we've got our little lily pads stamped all the way around. Just so cute. Okay, let's add our DSP piece to the front, and we're going to use some liquid glue for that. And I think, you know, these colours are really pretty together. I don't know whether I probably would have chosen those together to go together, but they really look nice. And this is a giant Freddo frog that I've placed inside. Okay, for our sentiment piece, we're going to layer up some of those lilies on top of the pads, and I'm also going to add some dimensionals to my frog and adhere that down. So if you're after any of the supplies that I've used on today's card, you can certainly purchase them in my online store. I would love it if you did. I've got some great free gifts for all my customers each month. Each month my customers receive a handmade card as well as the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle for the month. And if you spend over $65 in product, you also receive the monthly tutorial bundle, which is so much inspiration. You'll really enjoy that. Now, if you're after a crafting community, you can purchase the starter kit in my online store, and both those tutorials that I just spoke of, my team members receive them absolutely free every month as well. So if that interests you, you would like to chat to me about maybe joining my team, please reach out, or if you have any questions about purchasing Stampin' Up products. So I have the silver and white 1/2 inch sheer ribbon. We just layered that around the box and tied a knot. This is able to be moved on and off the box to be able to get into it, or you can just untie the little knot. I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals to the top and bottom of that ribbon, and we can pop up our little sentiment piece. And lastly, I'm just going to bring in some rhinestones and add some rhinestones to the top of the box. Now, I really hope that you've enjoyed today's project for the Global Monthly Video Hop for July. This is our favourite suite in the annual catalogue, and I've used Lily Pond Lane. If you have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I would love it if you left me a comment. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do that as well. And don't forget, you can purchase all these products in my online store. There's a link in the description of this video. I've also added a little bit of Winker Stella to our beautiful little frog there. And there we have it. Such a cute little treat box that uses very minimal supplies, is an absolute wow factor, and I know anyone would love to receive this as a little treat. Alright everyone, don't forget, go over and check out what everyone else is creating, and we'll be back with another Global Monthly Video Hop for next month, and I hope you'll come back and watch those. Alright everyone, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.